What's up, guys? That was weird. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on the Evo 10. I have not done an Evo 10 video in a while. It's a little series called the Neglected Evo 10 series, and yeah, I've been neglecting the car again. And so today we're going to be doing a couple things on the car. Mainly we're going to be doing fluids, so transfer case, rear diff, all that fun stuff. Because I bought all this stuff last year and I haven't done it yet. I haven't changed it. And I daily drive this car, and to be honest with you guys, I've never done it. And I have 84,000 miles now, 83,000 miles on this car. And I bought it with like 47. So I should have done it a long time ago, last year minimum, because I don't put a lot of miles on this car, but I also don't know when it was changed. So everything feels fine. Everything looks fine. I guess we'll judge it by, you know, when we pull the little, you know, bolts off that they have magnetic ends on them and see how bad it looks, if it looks normal or whatever. But no sounds or anything like that. Man, underneath this engine bay is horrible right now. The big thing is the same company that sent me this, and Andeman, also sent me a new product to review, which is freaking awesome because I'm going to be doing it on this car. I have not checked for any boost leaks or anything like that on this car in a while. And like I said, it's neglected because I drive it every day and I'm exhausted every day from work and everything. They were generous enough to send me a smoke leak detector. So essentially this thing will hook up somehow, we'll have to figure that out together, to the intake and see if we can find any leaks, any vacuum leaks, specifically vacuum leaks, right? But it'll also help with boost leaks. If I'm leaking a little bit from one of the intercooler pipes, then it's definitely going to come through, because I made my own a long time ago using a smoke machine. The problem with the smoke machine is that it actually melted the hose that I use for my vacuum. And so I'm glad I have one that's purposely built for this task. And oddly enough, I ended up finding I used it in the Jeep, and Liz's old Jeep, of course. And I ended up finding the EGR valve was leaking really bad, which is why it was causing some issues in her car. So this kind of stuff does work, not just for vacuum leaks, but for any type of leak at all in the system. I'm going to find out. So I'm really excited. We're going to figure out how to use this thing together, and I'm going to give you guys my honest review. Full disclosure, I am not getting paid for this product. They sent me it, so it's my honest review, and I will leave a link in the description down below. If you guys do buy it, they do give me a little bit of a kickback because of it. So hopefully this product is awesome, and I hope you guys like it, and if you do, please make sure to hit that link below. I don't make any money on this channel whatsoever. I do not get any money from YouTube, so a little kickback would be awesome, because then I can put it towards more projects to put out more videos. All right, all that is out of the way. Let's go ahead and open it. Check it out. All right, let's open this bad boy up and see what we got. By the way, this thing is killer. If you have not got one yet, links up right now on the screen for the review. This thing has saved my butt many times, man. I've jump started my car probably about 3 or 4 times recently. 81% still. It's insane. I think it was 4 times, because the Evo 8 died because I left the freaking laptop plugged in when I was trying to figure out the idle. This thing's killer, man. Let's see what we got here in the package. I hope you guys can see me, man. If not, the box is more important anyways. All right. What do we have in the box? First of all, we got another box. What's in this little box? Looks like we've got some hookups for intakes to plug it into whatever type of intake or whatever type of little spot you need. That's nice. There's hoses. There's like these big old chunky fittings. There's some smaller fittings. There's some like plugs to plug spots for whatever reason. There's all sorts of stuff. That's cool. I'm guessing, yeah, this big one right here is the one that you actually use, and it's conical. I think that's the right way to say that. So you make sure that you, yeah, to make sure it fits on everything. Will it fit on my intake? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. In here as well, we have the hose. Looks like we've got a tube to put in the fluid. To be honest with you guys, I just realized I don't think this thing came with any fluid. We're gonna find out. If it didn't, we're gonna have to go buy some. But yeah, essentially it's the, this right here goes into this bit right here. There's also the power cord, and the best part about it that I've realized is that it's actually powered by your battery. You can literally just leave it in your engine bay, plug it up to your battery, and yeah. My battery is actually in the trunk, but there's still a spot to jump the car from the engine bay, by the way, so we'll figure that out together too. But you do have an option as well, I think. No, that's just a normal, you know, plug that you would see in like computers and stuff like that on one end, but it goes straight into the positive and negative for the battery. Okay, so that's what's in the box there. And then instruction manual, of course. There's a specific type of fluid that you can just go buy anywhere, I think. Filling bottle, so it doesn't come with fluids. Okay, so what kind of fluid is it? Preparation. It's a type of oil. Let's see, where's the oil? What kind of oil is it? In the instructions, it does not, it tells you everything that comes with, right? But it doesn't tell you anywhere except for this tiny little line right here. It needs to say somewhere on here, like mineral oil is required, because it tells you right there in a sentence in the middle of a paragraph, so that the mineral oil reaches ignition, let's see, reaches the ignition point and enters state of the combustion. So you don't know what it is until that point, but it's mineral oil essentially. So I think I can buy mineral oil anywhere, right? We're gonna do that together. And then, last but not least, the actual thing itself. I also have a bunch of other stuff here on the counter. Let's see, to help with today's project. Nice job in packaging. And there it is, smoke mode, air mode. That's interesting. I wonder if you just want to blow air in and you can use like a soapy water or something like that. That's kind of cool. Feels really lightweight. Doesn't really need to be much. On the front, yeah, off, air mode, smoke mode. Oil fill is on the top, which means that there's a tank, like a plastic tank or something. No, it's actually metal on the inside. And then power supply, 12 volts only, goes right there. Weird they would use this. It's a nice, I guess it's probably the easiest way to do it, because I don't know why there's no, you don't need the ground. I mean, well, you need the ground, but you don't need, you know, the other, one of the other ones. I'm not good with electrical stuff. That's why I don't do electrical work in my house. One is positive, one is ground, one is common. I don't know. You don't need the three in a car. Anyways, outlet. Oh, oil drain is right there, and then that's where you plug up the hose, wherever the hose is. That bad boy right there, which looks like it's really long, so you can set it anywhere in your engine bay and be able to hook it up. So pretty simple. You turn it on, I guess, and you just let it rip. There's no like trigger or anything like that. Looks like there's two little lights in the front that tell you which mode that you're on. So once you're ready to go, you just send it, man. It is recommended to add 10 to 20 milliliters of smoke testing special oil before each work and drain the remaining oil after the work is completed. It makes sense, so you don't, you know, clog it or anything like that. It says special oil. Doesn't tell you what kind of oil. So you guys, you know, that really should be mentioned very quickly, at least when you open the box. Hey, you need mineral oil or special oil or whatever to get this thing going. I'm most likely going to be wearing something different because I don't have mineral oil with me, but it will be in this video, me testing this thing out, because I don't have a choice. I have to do it. So it'll be probably a different day as well. But let's go ahead and knock out all of the fluids. I'm going to start with the transfer case. I did buy a this really nice little transfer pump, and it lets you pump fluid out of whatever reservoir or bottle or whatever the heck you have straight in without making too much of a mess. So this thing is going to be a lifesaver. I used to have a really cheap one that would screw into bottles, and that thing died after like the first use. So this one, I mean, it's a very simple system that it possibly can't break. Let's get to work. All right, so that was kind of a pain in the ass to come out. I don't know why it required a breaker bar to take off the 17 mil, which is the fill bolt, and it's a 24 millimeter to take off the drain one, but it's also a 15 16ths. Fits more snugly because it's like a 28 point whatever millimeter, so a little bit better. So I would recommend getting a 15 16ths instead of a 24 millimeter. But it looks pretty normal, which is very reassuring. Obviously, I didn't have any noises or anything like that, but the color is a little more brown than I want it to be. It's usually, I think, a little more red, but not too terrible. So, you know, I'm guessing it was changed just before I bought the car. But, yeah, that was at least 40,000 miles ago. Almost 40,000 miles ago, so definitely way past due. But very normal shavings on the drain plug. So we're going to go ahead and clean this off, make sure all the fluid's completely drained out, and fill it up. I'm not going to show you guys that. And then we're going to hop to the back and do the rear diff and the AYC. Those require two different types of fluids. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Very happy with that. All right, so the transfer case is officially done. It's only been like a minute or so for you guys, but it actually took me about 2.5 hours. The process is pretty lengthy. So you have to lift the thing, remove all the skid plates from the bottom, really just 2 of them technically, and then remove the wheel. Make sure that both sides are lifted evenly, because I made that mistake, and then drain it, and then make sure the cap is, make sure you clean the magnetic end on the thing, and then you have to fill it from the bottom, which I made a mess, mind you, but fill it from the bottom, close it, go for a drive around the block, make sure that it actually all got into all the gears and everything, come back, lift it up again evenly, which I did wrong because it was tilted to one side, and then fill it up again, make sure everything is there, and then you're done. And all of that, and put it all back together, and all of that did take me about 2.5 hours. It was kind of a nightmare. I spilled a bunch of gear oil. It smells like gear oil inside of my garage right now. It's a freaking, I hate that smell. If you know that smell, like, it just lingers for a long time. But it's done, and I checked for leaks. Everything's good. So the next step is going to be the rear diff. This should be a whole lot easier. I'm going to lift it. I don't even have to remove the wheels or anything like that. I'm just going to put jack stands on underneath it and make sure that it's nice and level. And then we're going to drain it and fill it, and then that's it. Like, doesn't need anything else, which is really nice. But yeah, that was a serious process, man. Like, I think I emptied out. Man, there's some flies in here that are driving me nuts. I think I emptied out, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of a quart of the fluid of the LSD gear oil. So not too much, but enough to like stink up the place and cover my arms and my gloves and everything, man. But nightmare. All right, so we're going to go ahead and knock out the back. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Man, stuff got everywhere. It just splashed all over me. So, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but there is minimal, very normal wear, which is awesome. So, yeah, I'm really, I'm a firm believer that this was definitely changed right before I bought the car, and since I only put about 35,000 miles on it since then, you know, it looks pretty good. It definitely needed to be changed because it's not as clear as it should be. It should be an amber color. I mentioned it was supposed to be red earlier in the video, but it's more of an amber. It's just like a darker amber color now. But yeah, I'm going to clean that off. I'm going to fill this up, and this is done. Like, luckily, This is a lot easier because I don't have to do anything, man. Like, nothing to remove. I just lifted the car on both sides and put down jack stands, and yeah, it looks good. I'm letting it completely drain out, and then we're gonna close these drain plugs off and then fill it and be done. Now there is two different types. Since I used LSD gear oil in the front, I'm going to do the one side that uses LSD gear oil in the back as well, and then I'm going to have to clean out the pump and then put the ATF fluid on the AYC side of the rear diff, and we're done. Nice. Okay, we are back. For you guys, it's only been like a second, but for me, it's actually been quite a few weeks. And it's been hot, man. I know there's like a hot streak going around the whole country right now, and it's no different here in the South. And my microphone's not one in the same place. You know, we also get the humidity here, which is kind of intense, man. So, we are now going to do the smoke leak detector. I have no idea what I'm doing. There's very little instruction on what I'm supposed to do here. So all we're gonna do is fill this up with mineral oil. This is like, I think I paid $7 at my local Ace Hardware. I don't know what it's for, but I just found out it's actually a lubricant laxative. Glad I don't need that, but I don't know if the guy looked at me weird. He's like, why does this guy need that, man? He's a young dude. He doesn't need a laxative. Everybody needs a laxative, let's be honest. But it's very strange that this will be the same stuff. I don't know if it's the same stuff. We're going to find out together. If it's not, then I wish the instructions would give me, you know, better instructions. All right, so you get a filling bottle. Essentially what the filling bottle is for is to help fill the port up here, this squeaky port, with fluid. Ah, that makes sense. I mean, I guess I could probably put, I mean, I probably don't need this, but it will make it easier and less messy. So I'm just gonna use it. The problem is I have to get this into this, and this is smaller than this. So you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Oh man, this is not a good idea. Nope, that was definitely better. Okay, we are set. Before I do anything though, I just want to make sure it works before I search for a port to plug this into. Because I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I take off, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, that intake is huge. Yeah, my intake is massive. I know for sure that that's not going to work there. Okay, here we go. Will it turn on? Okay. No smoke yet. I don't know how long it's supposed to take. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, nice. So it's not a ton of smoke, but it's definitely enough that it's evaporating in the garage, which is good. But that's definitely enough for you to find some leaks. Okay, that's nice, man. Oh, it's getting thicker now. All right, let me turn it off now that I know it works before I smoke myself out of my garage here. It's not evaporating. Or it's not dissipating. Oh, it is dissipating. Oh, it dissipates very quickly. Okay, sweet. All right, I think I'm gonna go from here because my intake is too big and I can go from here straight. It'll go straight into the intake and blah, 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 and it'll pretty much meet all the way here going this way, because going this way is the turbo side, right? So if I go this way, it's going to come out straight from the intake. And I mean, I probably need to know if there's a leak there, to be honest. But, you know, for demonstration purposes, we're going to go from this side. So I'm going to go ahead and undo this coupler and then pull this guy out of the way. And then hopefully the thing that came here will fit in this side of the intake tube. All right. Yeah, that's no problem right there. That fits nice. That fits very nicely. All right, so we're gonna stick that right there. We're gonna see if there are any vacuum leaks or any boost leaks, anything like that. Let's send it, man. All right, should be working pretty quickly. We'll see if anything. If I don't have any leaks at all, I'm going to be very surprised. I try to keep up with all my intakes, and especially from the intercooler and all that fun stuff. Oh, do I see smoke somewhere? I don't see anything. Just to confirm that it is actually working, I'm gonna pull it out. All right, guys. I don't have any leaks, so that's a good sign. Oh, yep, there it is. That just popped out on its own. Okay. Okay, confirmed. I have no leaks, so that's nice. But dang, let me open the garage. That got really puffy. That works extremely well. Extremely well. A little bit of smoke coming out of there still, but yeah, good news is I don't have any boost leaks or vacuum leaks or anything like that. So that's always a great sign. And this thing works great, man. I'm beyond ecstatic about that. I am really happy with how that worked out. So guys, this thing is awesome. I am a massive fan. You know, like I said a little bit earlier, this brand has not failed me yet. Make sure you guys click the link below if you want to get one. There's also a discount code right next to it for, I believe, 10% off. Get you guys one of these things, man. It's awesome. I'm a massive fan. I'm going to be using it on every single car that I have from here on out. I used to use a smoke machine, an actual like proper smoke machine that you would use for like Halloween and stuff. This is just easier, man, because you can do this from anywhere. Let's say you do autocross on the weekends or drift events, and you just want to maintain your stuff, keep things on. Like, it's handy to have. It's not big. You can take it with you everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, you know, especially if you got a boosted car, boost leaks are horrible, man. So this is going to help you guys out tremendously. But if you're a weekend mechanic like myself, and you just got an old car and you just want to make sure everything's, you know, everything's up to snuff, no pun intended on that one, but yeah, make sure you guys get one of these things, man. It's awesome. I'm rambling on. Let's end the video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, down below, Andeman smoke leak detector. Get you guys one of these things, man. It's awesome. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.